Okay. So, welcome to Yin and Meditation. Come into a comfortable seat. And just letting your spine be tall, like imagining you have a string pulling the head up. Maybe closing the eyes. Just roll the shoulders up and back just a few times. Dropping them away from the ears. And just begin tuning into your breath. Trying to place your awareness wherever you feel it the strongest. It could be the nose, might be your chest, maybe your belly. No wrong answer. Wherever you just notice it, we want to try to keep our awareness there. And then begin following the breath. Following it all the way through for its complete cycle of the inhale. And following it all the way out. Trying to stay connected. You may have noticed you've already started thinking. That's okay. Just without judgment, bring your mind back to the breath. It's this constant cycle of focusing on the breath, noticing we're distracted, coming back to the breath. That's why we call meditation a practice. Let's set the intention to be present throughout this practice. And maybe setting your own personal intention. Anything you want to gain out of this practice, maybe a dedication of your practice to someone. And just slowly begin to dip the chin. We're going to start with a few neck circles. As you inhale, just circle the chin toward your left shoulder and just begin drawing, or imagining you're drawing rather, little circles with the chin. Making sure you're breathing. And do about 5 in one direction. And then when your head comes back to center, we're going to rotate to the other direction. And just making sure you're breathing through the circle, sending breath to any places you feel tension. Then on the next one, just bring the chin back to chest. Maybe slowly opening the eyes and bringing the hands out to touch the mat. And as we inhale, we're going to reach up, look up. Exhale, just push the air back down. 2 more. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, push the air. Just beginning with some gentle movements. The next one, we're going to add a twist. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, simply twist. Bringing the right hand behind you. Left hand comes to the right knee. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, twist to your other side. One more time. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, twist. Just connecting your breath to the movement. Coming back to center. Bring your left forearm down. Inhale the right arm up and over. Just breathing into your side body, maybe glancing up toward your right elbow so the chest is open. And then just exhale, flow to the other side. Breathing into your side, gazing up. One more. Just making sure you're breathing. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as the arm comes over. And coming back to center. So we're doing a mudra class today. So we're going to add in, I already forgot the first one. I was going to do one during the meditation. I forgot, so I'll add that in somewhere. So we're going to start with shoelace. So we're going to get in the shape first, then I'll teach you the mudra. Mudra is just hand yoga. So we're going to start with shoelace, which the first option is you're trying to stack your knees, like one on the other. You remember this one? And then you bring your feet back and you sit up tall and then you start walking forward. So with Yin, we're always kind of coming forward, letting our heads hang. The other option, if that's too much, is to do one leg straight and just keep, like if we all have our, what does everybody have it in here? Like right knees on top and the left can stay, then the same thing, we're gonna fold. But I'm gonna add in a mudra, and this one's called Apana. I'm gonna read to you and show you what it does. So you're going to bring the tips of your middle finger and your ring finger to your thumbs. So like if you're in the fold, you're just gonna be like this. So it's like that. You're adding that in, just a gentle press. And this is a cleansing gesture. It affects these chakras, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, your throat. It's good for arthritis, clearing out emotional baggage, creative energy, new beginnings, skin health, urinary health. So if you have your hands like this, they're in a downward flowing energy. It's practiced to bring health to the organs between our navel and the pelvic area. It aids in removing toxins and waste. So this really helps with indigestion and stomach issues, like if you held just the pose for 30 minutes. Let's see, and that's kind of it. So that's called Apana. And then whichever shape you're in, the half or the full, just begin to fold. Closing the eyes, relaxing the face. Begin focusing on your breath. I'll let you know when we're halfway through. So the 3 rules of Yin are that we come into the pose at an appropriate depth for ourselves. So we're not competing with our neighbor. Everyone has different flexibility, different lengths of arms and legs. So we're trying to find our own edge, which is kind of where you feel that stretch the most, but you're not in any pain. Then we try to stay still. We hold the pose. You're already halfway through. And then we breathe. The breathing's the most important. And we're trying to maintain the meditative state we set at the beginning of the practice. Just noticing when thoughts come up. Maybe say to yourself, thinking. Maybe notice where your mind goes. Does it go to the past, to the future, to just random thoughts, to-do lists? This is called noting. You're just going to note your thinking, note what area or topic you're noticing you're thinking about, and then just let it go and come back to the breath. And very slowly release the hand mudras. Use the hands to walk yourself back up. Unentangling, let's shake out the legs before we go to the next one. And then just make sure you're crossing the opposite. I think we all did right, but just in case you didn't, you're gonna start getting your knees set up first, whether you're taking the full or the half version. Then you're gonna start walking forward until you can fold, and then add back in the mudra, the thumbs to the middle and the ring finger. And then we breathe. And just imagine sending your breath to any places of tension. You're halfway through. Just check that you're not clenching the jaw or holding any muscles. We're trying to release all muscle action and just surrender into the shape. We'll be here just under a minute. We add in the mudras. It's almost like we're adding in acupuncture. This is stimulating the meridians, which are the lines of energy, the channels that go through your body that acupuncturists use to clear your energy, your chi. And so we're doing the same thing. So it's like an extra bang for your buck. And slowly you're going to release the mudras coming up, and we're going to move onto our back. So you're going to unentangle, kind of shake it out. And we're moving onto our back just for a rest for just a moment between our shakes. So just let your feet fall open, the palms face up. Come back to the breath, maybe to belly breathing. Inhaling, blowing the belly out like you have a balloon. Exhaling, pulling the belly in. Just take a minute. This is called the rebound that we do in Yin to give our muscles a rest.
inhale, we're going to stay on the back. You're just going to reach your arms up and over your head, coming into pentacle or star pose. And then once you're there, I'll add in what you'll do with your hands. So once you're in star, your armpits are just open, facing the ceiling, making a 5-pointed star. You're going to bring your pinky, the tip of your pinky to your thumb. The other 3 fingers just rest as straight as they can. This is called Varuna Mudra. It's a gesture of the god of water. And it is good for flexibility, memory, skin health. Let's see what else. It regulates the water element in our physical body. So this one, we are doing version A of this mudra, which is one you should do when you feel low energy, rigid, achy, or like you're dried out. It's going to add water to your body. It restores a youthful, radiant glow. The other one reduces water. Like if you were bloating or had swelling, you would do the other version. Just closing the eyes, softening your face, the little space between your eyebrows. Just imagine you're surrounded by cool water. Maybe you're floating on water. Envision the water flowing around and over your body. And envision this water washing away any impurities, tension, doubt, worries, stress, circular thinking, self-doubt. As you add water with this mudra, imagine the water flowing over you like stones through a river, smoothing your edges, softening your worry lines, mellowing your temper, showing you the path of least resistance. This mudra clears out your stress, fills you with water with an essence of flow and ease. Imagine the water continuing to flow over your body, through your body, nourishing every cell. Stay with this visualization for the last few minutes of this shape. We'll be here just under a minute.
your next inhale, you're going to bring your arms up and over, releasing the mudra. Just bring them to your belly. Just letting your shoulders relax. Let's take a few belly breaths. So as you're breathing in, fill the belly up, feeling your hands rise. And as you exhale, pull the navel to the spine. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, release. Your next inhale, we're going to stay on the back, but you're going to bring the soles of your feet together so that your knees kind of bow out in what we call reclined butterfly. And then we'll add in the mudra. So this is probably the most famous mudra. It's used as the OK symbol. So you're bringing your thumb to, there's two versions, and I'll tell you what they mean. If you're having like tip to tip of the OK, this is Jhana Mudra, and this is version A, which connects cosmic consciousness, your individual consciousness, to the universal consciousness. So that's version A. If you want to surrender ego, which is, you probably all need to do, that's version B, which you just bring the thumb over the tip of the pointer fingers. So version A and B, they're both practiced in meditation. You may see people sitting with their knees, with their fingers that way. It's good for the third eye, your crown, heart, root, and solar plexus chakra. It's a knowledge gesture. This mudra brings unity, calming, clears the mind, enhances your consciousness, harmony, intuition, peace, relieves insomnia and tiredness. So this is one we should all be doing. It's best practiced in meditation when you would like to cultivate a sense of unity and harmony, or when you're seeking wisdom from a higher source. Just continue breathing. Just notice the quality of your mind. Notice if there's any thoughts or chatter of the mind. See if you can bring your awareness back to the body, maybe to your hands and the sensation of holding the mudra. Maybe to your belly with the rise and fall with each breath. Notice your breath as it flows through your nostrils, into the throat, down into the lungs. Follow it back as it moves from the belly, leaves the lungs, through the throat and out the nostrils. Notice anything that draws your attention away. Maybe thoughts, sounds, smells, sensations. Notice whatever comes into your mind with awareness, with kindness and compassion, and bring the mind back to the breath. You're over halfway through. just one more minute. If your mind feels busy, you can add in mantra, repeating to yourself. I inhale peace. I exhale worry, stress. Slowly begin. Keep your hands in the mudras, but just straighten your legs one at a time, letting yourself come into the resting position. Allowing the muscles to relax and reset. Slowly begin to release your hand mudras, maybe wiggling the fingers, and then bring the knees up so that the soles of your feet are on the mat. Roll to your right side, coming up into a seated position, and then we will meet in tabletop. So you want to bring for tabletop your wrists under your shoulders. So if they're lined up, your knees are under your hips. I was telling a class the other day, I told them to bring their wrists under their hips or something, and they were like, oh, it looks like, what are they doing? And I was like, oh, what did I say? Said it wrong. All right, so as you inhale, you're going to drop the belly, gazing up. And as you exhale, you're going to press with your palms, tilting the pelvic bone, rounding the spine, bringing your chin to your chest. Then you're going to shift back, inhaling, dropping the belly, gazing up. And as you exhale, you're rounding the back like a Halloween cat, letting your head be the last thing to fall. And then inhale, round. And just continue taking these movements at your own pace, matching your breath. Most important is to connect the breath to the movement. You're lubricating your spine, putting it in every possible position, which we don't do because we're always seated. So it's really good for you. Then we'll take one quick shoulder stretch. So you're going to bring your left hand under your face. You're going to inhale the right arm up. And then as you exhale, you're threading the needle, bringing that right shoulder to the ground, walking the left fingertips up to the top of your mat. You'll notice this upper back, upper shoulder stretch. And just breathe into it. Stay in this the rest of the class. It feels so good. And then as you inhale, we're going to come up, bringing that right arm back up, and then lowering it and bringing it under your face.
And then we'll take it to the other side. That felt so good. I was like, sick. All right, so inhale the left arm up. Exhale, thread your needle, bringing that left shoulder down. And then walking the right fingertips up to the top of your back. And just breathing into those places in your shoulders and back that you feel. Send your awareness and your breath there. On your next inhale, you can walk the right hand back toward the shoulder, lifting up, inhaling that left arm back, and then placing it back down. And from here, we're going to move into child's pose. So you're going to bring your knees as wide as the mat. Your big toes touch. We sink the hips back onto the heels. And then you're adding in, when we get down, Anjali Mudra, which is just like prayer pose. You're bringing both palms together and then just bring it down. Bring the forehead to the mat. So you've got the mudra just resting on the mat, like over your head, almost like genie. And then I'll read to you what that one does as you breathe. So it's funny that a few of these we know, like a prayer gesture or the OK symbol. Those are kind of common in our culture, but they date back a really long time. So Anjali Mudra is a divine offering gesture, which makes sense. And it focuses on your heart. It's good for balance, for focus, for having respectful relationships, for stress reduction, for uniting your body and your mind. It may be the most widely used hand mudra today. It's a sign of respect. Some people use it as a salutation. It's also known as an acknowledgement of the divine within. Using this mudra brings us back into our hearts. We may see the divine within us. It moves us out of thinking and analyzing everything in our mind and brings us into the wisdom of the heart. We want to act from the heart, not from the mind. You'll find this mudra helpful in matters of heart, connection, and relationships. If you're experiencing a sense of separation or a lack of connection, practice this mudra to find unity and harmony again. You're over halfway through. We'll be here just under a minute.
Check that you're breathing, focusing on the breath. Slowly begin to crawl your way forward, coming onto the belly. We'll take a rest here. Just stacking the hands, letting your head come down, letting the feet fall open. Just notice what the body is feeling. Come back to your breath, maybe focusing on the movement of your belly as we breathe. On your next inhale, you're going to stay on the belly, but you're going to come up onto the forearms. So we're coming into Sphinx pose, just like a statue. So you're just, the tops of your feet are down. Maybe drop the shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to add in Dhyana Mudra, which is hands kind of come over, the fingers come over each other, and then you just bring the tips of the thumbs together. So just bringing the hands down, closing the eyes. Just begin focusing on your breath. Visualize moving the breath up and down the spine. I'll read you what this mudra does. Check your jaw, making sure you're not clenching your teeth. Soften the face. So this is Dhyana Mudra, a gesture of absorption. It's good for concentration, feelings of comfort, safety, being held, general healing, healing emotional trauma, creating harmony, inspiration, memory, mindfulness, optimism, spiritual awakening, and stress relief. This helps us find calm in the chaos when we use this mudra. It helps us experience more peace, contentment, and connection in our relationships with others. It unites the divine masculine and feminine within us. The right hand represents the masculine, the left hand represents the feminine. The right hand also represents enlightenment, whereas the left hand sometimes represents illusion. You're over halfway through this pose. We'll be here just under a minute. We'll be here about 30 seconds left. Very slowly begin to lower yourself. Go a little slower than you think you need to go. And coming back into that resting position, stacking your hands, letting your head come down, toes touch, heels fall open. Just check in, notice what the back is feeling. Next inhale, begin to lift the head. Bring the hands back by your shoulders. We're going to flip our toes and press up into tabletop. And from here, we're going to meet in downward dog. So you're going to press the palms, lift the hips, and just begin taking movement. Maybe pressing each heel toward the mat, walking your dog. Maybe coming up onto the tippy toes a few times. Lowering the heels as far down as you can. Lifting the tailbone up to the ceiling. That'll help you find length in the spine. You're pressing evenly into your palms. Then you're going to begin to walk your feet toward your hands. We're coming into our forward fold. So you want about 2 fists distance between your feet. Then you're going to really bend the knees and almost rest your torso. Well, you are kind of resting your torso. Then you let the head and the hands fall. You want the crown of your head released toward the floor, almost like you're trying to drain all thoughts out of it. You really want the knees to be bent. Maybe turn your head yes and no, just to release it, and then come into stillness. You're
breathing, see if you can breathe into the back of your heart. You can always bend the knees a little more. You're almost trying to release the entire upper body so that nothing's working but your legs. Over halfway through. Seconds. See if maybe you can soften and release maybe 10% more muscle action. Very slowly, making sure your hands are stable. You're going to come down one knee at a time, coming into a seat and making your way onto your back. And once you're there, let's take a quick either knees to chest, just hugging the knees in, maybe a happy baby, reaching for your feet. Take a few quick movements before we settle into our resting pose. Maybe taking your knees, letting them fall over to the right, and taking a quick twist. Facing the opposite way with your knees. Bringing the knees back up, letting them fall over to the left. Taking a twist on the other side. And then we will make your way onto your back. Letting the feet fall open. Maybe tucking the shoulder blades. Just making any little adjustments so that you're completely comfortable. Taking a few cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose, sighing it out through the mouth. Maybe two more. And then just allow yourself to feel heavy. Soften your face, maybe relaxing the tongue. Shavasana.
Slowly bringing your awareness back to the sound of my voice. Begin to make small movements, maybe wiggling the fingers, the toes, maybe reaching your arms up overhead, taking a full body stretch, arching the back, pointing the toes, and then make your way onto your right side for just a minute. Ask yourself, did I offer peace today? Did I bring a smile to someone's face? Did I say words of healing? Did I let go of my anger and resentment? Did I forgive? Did I love? These are the real questions. Making your way up to a comfortable seat for our meditation portion of the class. So just coming into an easy seat, whatever's comfortable for you, or you can have the legs straight, doesn't matter. And then letting the spine be tall. You're wanting to imagine you have a string pulling yourself up. And then just closing the eyes or gazing downward, begin coming back to your breath. Placing your awareness on that point where you feel your breath the strongest. Setting your intention to be present right here, right now. To release judgment of yourself and of your busy mind of this practice. And let's try to cultivate a beginner's mind, which is the attitude that every experience is new. We let go of the past way of doing things. Each moment is new, each breath is new, a chance to begin again. We'll take you through a quick body scan meditation, just bringing your awareness to the top of your head, noticing maybe where your part is. Can you feel your hair? Any energy there? Maybe heat, maybe tingling, maybe nothing. That's okay too. And bring your awareness into your face, softening the eyes, letting your eyes feel heavy, softening the space between our eyebrows, our cheekbones, relaxing your jaw, breathing into the throat, feeling a sense of openness there. And then bringing your awareness into your chest, feeling the rise and fall of your chest as you inhale. Can you notice your heartbeat? Maybe check in, ask yourself, how am I? And sweeping your awareness into your shoulders. See if you can just sweep the awareness down your arms, into your hands, feeling a tingling, almost like all the energy goes right to your hands. Can you sense the blood flow in the hands and aliveness? And sweep your awareness back up the arms, to your chest, down into the belly. As you inhale, breathe deep into the belly, feeling your belly rise. As you exhale, feel the belly come in. And just notice this movement of the breath in the body. That's how we know we're alive. Then sweeping your awareness down your thighs, from your hip bones to the knees. Noticing the area of your knees. Moving the awareness down your shins and into your feet. Feeling the big toes, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe. And then see if you can just sense your whole body at once. The energy of being alive. Check back in with the breath. Notice where the mind is. The mind loves to pull us back into thinking. Just notice and come back to the breath. And then bring your hands to your heart. We'll close out with a loving kindness meditation. Just closing the eyes, reconnecting with the breath, maybe feeling your heartbeat under your hands. Feel the heart as it vibrates. Feeling the aliveness in your body. Begin to cultivate a sense of self-love, positive energy. We always start with ourselves. Just repeat these phrases in your mind after me. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May my heart and mind awaken. May I be at peace and at ease with myself in this world. May I know the innate joy of being alive. And just notice how it feels, sending yourself loving kindness. And then bring to mind someone you love unconditionally, that gives you a sense of love and positivity when you think about this person. And repeat these phrases for them and imagine them in your mind's eye receiving. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be at peace and at ease in this world. May you know the innate joy of being alive. Just notice how it feels to send this loving kindness out. And lastly, we'll send to the whole world, to all loving beings, especially those who need light and health right now. Just imagine all beings. Just as we want health and happiness, so do they. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be safe. May all beings everywhere be free. Just notice how you feel from movement, from breath, from stillness, from loving kindness. Just bringing your hands to the heart, back to Anjali Mudra. Take a moment, reconnect with your breath. Thank you for practicing with me today. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Thank you. Hi, Rachel. What, Erin?